This film is for those of you who want to know more about ABF Vux and what it means to study Sfi with us. ABF Vux is a school for adults. We have several locations in Sweden and offer courses in Sfi, basic adult education, high school courses, and vocational training. Our goal is to help you into Swedish society. We want to make things easier for you who want to get a job, further your education, and use the language for different reasons. For this reason, it's important for us to provide you with an education that is satisfactory. We can help you with Swedish, trainee positions, employment contracts, and planning your future. My name is Abdi Ahmed. I am from Somalia, and I came to Sweden in July 2009. I've been studying Sfi for 8 months. Before I came to Sweden, I was a teacher's assistant in a Korean school with my father, and I helped my uncle, who had a small shop in Mogadishu. My name is Rasha Abdul Hussein. I'm from Iraq, and I came to Sweden in 2006. I began studying Sfi 6 months ago. In Iraq, I worked for 9 years as a teacher of Arabic for children between 6 and 12 years of age. When you come to our school for the first time, you'll meet a teacher. You will talk about what you have done earlier in your life and what you want to do in the future. You will also have the chance to ask questions about your education. Together you will draft an individual study plan, where you will write down everything you've agreed on. After this consultation, you will be placed in a group together with other participants. The tempo, level, and exercises are customized for you. If you want to change to another group, you should discuss this with your teacher.
Min bok. Din bil.
Jag heter Majid Khan. Jag kommer från Pakistan.
My name is Majid Shan. I am from Pakistan. I moved to Sweden in 2008, and I started Sfi in March 2009. I practice Swedish an hour a day together with my friend.
Varje dag en timme jag pratar med min kompis.
Every day I come to school, I watch Swedish TV and listen to the radio. I read newspapers like Metro and Göteborgs-Posten.
Eller andra svenska program, radio, och varje dag vi läser den tidningen, Metro eller GP.
Jag heter Manal Atwi, jag kommer från Libanon, Beirut.
My name is Manal Atwi. I'm from Beirut in Lebanon. I came to Sweden in 1997. That's 13 years ago. I got married here and have children now, but I haven't studied Swedish the whole time. I started studying Sfi 2.5 years ago. I practice Swedish. I read my book at home, and I look in the dictionary and look at the computer. And sometimes my children help me.
Jag tränar lite på data om språket och så. Och ibland min barn hjälper mig.
Full-time studies means that you can study for 40 hours a week. You have the right to at least 15 hours of instruction. The form of instruction varies. Often you will be with several teachers during a week, but there is always one teacher that you will have a lot of contact with. Sometimes the teacher reviews material in the classrooms. Sometimes you will work in smaller groups. It is important to cooperate and discuss. Then you will practice speaking Swedish together with others. If you want extra practice, we have several special classes. These can be classes on pronunciation, computers, or writing. Here you often work in smaller groups. For example, this group is practicing spoken Swedish.
Jag heter Anna-Karin Brodén och är läs- och skrivpedagog.
My name is Anna-Karin Brodén, and I'm a reading and writing pedagogue at ABF Vux. Sometimes you need extra help to achieve your study goals. Then you can apply for extra resources. For example, you can join a writing group or a pronunciation group.
En skrivgrupp eller en uttalsgrupp. Annika heter jag och jag jobbar...
My name is Annika, and I work as a trainee coach here at ABF Vux. When you study Sfe, you also have the opportunity to get a trainee position. A trainee position is a large part of Sfe studies. There can be many reasons for having a trainee position, but language training is an important part. If you make contacts in the labor market, it can be an opportunity to try out a profession, and there are good chances for a job.
Jag har praktik på äldreboende.
I've had a trainee position at an assisted living center for almost a year. It's very good language practice. The residents don't speak any other language than Swedish.
De bara pratar svenska.
At the school's job marketplace, you can get help if you want to write a job application, find trainee placements, or learn more about professions, industries, and the labor market. As part of your Sfe studies, you can attend a job fair. A job fair is for those who want to know more about working in Sweden, how to get a job, and what you can do after Sfe. You can make study visits to find out what is required to work in a certain industry. You will also learn more about the rules of the Swedish labor market and practice the language you will find useful in the workplace. Even if you study together with others, it's important to learn how to study on your own. When you don't have class, you will work independently on tasks assigned by your teacher. Learning Swedish is your responsibility. But of course, those of us who work at the school promise to help you as much as we can.
När jag tränar svenska, jag brukar göra olika sätt.
I usually practice Swedish in different ways. I read books and newspapers, listen to the radio, watch TV, walk downtown, and meet and talk to people.
Gå på stan och prata med folk.
Mina bästa tips till nya elever.
My best tip for new students is to work hard and study a lot. Listen to the radio and TV, read newspapers, and making Swedish friends can help a lot.
Om de får svenska kompisar, de hjälper mycket.
The school has a study hall where you can do your homework and practice your Swedish. Here you can find books, exercises, internet, and several computer programs you can use to practice your language. There are teachers who can help you in the study hall. Remember too that you can get a lot of help from the town library. Here you can sit and study in peace and quiet. You can borrow books and read magazines and newspapers. There are dictionaries and books in different languages. There is also a section with books for children and teenagers. But the textbooks you need for the Sfe class, you can borrow from the school. You turn them in when you finish or change courses. We also have dictionaries in many different languages, but it's a good idea to have your own dictionary at home. The study services will help you with your schedules, transcripts, times, rooms, and other practical questions. You can also buy pens, notebooks, and binders here. Learning Swedish doesn't mean you have to be sitting in a classroom reading or writing. Above all, language is to be used outside the school. A trainee position is one opportunity for speaking Swedish in other contexts, but there are others. The school offers different activities you may choose if you're interested. This is the school's Sfe Choir. Singing Swedish songs is a good way to practice pronunciation and learn new words. ABF Vux also has a soccer team. Once a year, we meet students from other schools. You can buy lunch or snacks in the school's cafe. There is also a cafe course. You can apply for this if you're interested in working in a restaurant or with other service occupations.
Jag heter Hanna och arbetar som kurator på skolan.
My name is Hannah and I work as the school's curator. You can turn to the curator if you have problems that affect your ability to study, both at school and outside of school. You may have a family problem, a problem in the classroom, or a conflict with your teacher. When you see the curator, you talk and try to figure out together where the problem is and possibly where to go and get help and support.
Och försöker tillsammans reda ut vart problemet ligger och eventuellt vart man kan vända sig för att få hjälp och stöd.
There are 3 different study paths in Sfe. If you're not used to studying, you will take study path 1, which includes the A and B courses. If you are a little more used to studying, you will be on study path 2, which includes the B and C courses. If you are very used to studying and want to learn Swedish quickly, you'll study C and D courses on study path 3. Each course has set goals and grading criteria. You and your teacher will go through the course goals together. You can find them on the website of the National Agency for Education. There are national tests that you will take at the end of each study path. The test helps the teacher give the right grade after the class, but it isn't the only test that will determine your grade. Everything you do during the course counts. If you pass an Sfe class, you will receive a grade. The grade can be useful when you look for a job or apply for other educational programs. Unfortunately, not everyone who studies Sfe achieves the course goals in time. If this is the case, you will receive a final certificate of what you have completed. Your teacher must inform you in time before this is given. We want you to start thinking about your plans after Sfe from the beginning of your studies. You can discuss your future together with the school's advisor. The advisor knows what it will take for you to achieve your goals, enter a particular career, or get into a special educational program.
Ja, mina framtidsplaner där.
My future plans are to get through Sfe. After Sfe, I want to take a nursing course, and after the course, I'm going to start a company, inshallah.
Jag börjar med ett företag, kanske.
Jag tänker om jag kan...
I'm planning to get a loan from the bank and open a little cafe. I want to bake and make sandwiches. That's what I'm interested in.
Lilla kaffe och jobbar på dem, kaffe och göra lite smörgås och baka och så. Det är min intresse också.
Mina framtidsplaner är att
My future plans are to get through elementary school as quickly as possible. And then I'm going to continue at high school and university. I hope I can do this soon.
Sen universitet hoppas jag att klara så snart som möjligt.
Mina planer är att sluta Sfi.
My plans are to finish Sfe and SAS and work as I did in my country, as an Arabic teacher.
Arbeta i mitt land, arabiska lärare.
We really hope you will enjoy studying at ABF Vux. If you have questions, please feel free to ask your teacher. We are happy to have you here.